Right. Very good evening. Now, financial disclaimer before we start. One thing I am not, and that is a financial advisor or an expert. I didn't go to university and I have received zero training. But I'm going to talk to you about some topics which these are legal, and this is, I believe, a way forward. And just so you all know, they're written down. Anyway, to do what I'm talking about is to be compliant for Financial Conduct Crypto Asset Register. And that is through, I believe, ARC Hacks, and they are one of S21 approvers. And I believe they are through FinProm's service. So I will be looking at that for the road ahead. Now, cryptocurrency, like stocks, example, BT, banking. Stocks can rise and they can also fall. There's a couple of things I will not mention at all because it is way beyond what I'm thinking. Things I won't mention at all. Charts. Rising candles and red diamonds and different lines. These are things that people who are expert traders, well, they know all about it. I know nothing. And it doesn't interest me. Now, however, things I will be talking about here are ARC20 and also BEP20 for Binance. They're smart contracts. One of those smart contracts was created on the WX network, which has an issue with the PEP team bridge. And that issue has been pointed out on more times than I've got fingers. And as you can see, that's a lot of fingers and thumbs. So, one of the things in the regulations is KYC. Know your customer. Now, one of the things with knowing your customer is you being on an exchange to purchase. You have to jump through loops to become verified. And verified is very important. As I went through with last night on Binance, missing an important show on BBC about Newcastle United. I was on Binance and they had a questionnaire And the questionnaire is to do with compliance of cryptocurrency assets and the fact that you can get wrecked. An example, FTX in America. Another example, Celsius. Another one, Three Arrows. They got wrecked. Now, as I stated in the instructions on the ERC20 I created, the instructions are straightforward and they are also immutable. In other words, they can never be changed by anybody. So let's get that clear. The instructions are to use the funding of each token to acquire materials, land, and other services related solely to that token. And each token that I've created, that is about jobs. And the jobs are for initially in each idea 2 separate locations, first being Rushcliffe in Nottingham, and in the second case, my home city, which is Newcastle upon Tyne. Now, what they've said is these regulations, and there is small s 21 approvers. I have to find out the list of how many of these approvers there are, where they are situated, and how I move forward to become registered to speak about the products which I hope I can put onto Binance. I hope I can put onto Coinbase, and eventually I hope that I can open Geordie Nuts in Newcastle, and that will be for the people of Newcastle, Sunderland, Durham, up to places like, say, Alnwick. And that'll be where it'll be like an on-board. So they would come in with their fiat currency, and that could be converted to Geordie Nuts and then expanded to other assets. So that's where I'm looking. And because I want this to be registered and legal, these are the hoops I've got to jump through. So, like I say, this is the road ahead. Now, this video is short because I'm going to share this one. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. And for those who doubt, go watch another YouTube channel. Simple.